Good evening and salutations, my soap opera fans. So tonight's question: what do you like, dislike about General Hospital's Carly? Part two. I didn't put part two on there. I'm deciding if I want to put a part two or just leave it as it is. What do you like or dislike about the character? One of the things I can sit there and say I like about Carly is that she is the ride or die chick. Okay, she is the type of person that will sit there and be like, "Yo, listen, I need you to hold this bag for a couple of days." She got you. Okay. Um, there's one, her loyalty is unmatched, and that's something that is a rarity. It's a rarity. Nowadays, there's some stuff that I dislike about Carly as well. I know they doing the whole Carly versus Nina thing going on. They've been having that go on for quite a while now, right? But yeah, that's a nice question. What do you like, dislike about Carly? Um, Carly Correntos. I know she calls herself Carly Spencer. It's just anybody calling you Spencer. Okay? You will always be Carly Correntos, just like Mike will always be Michael Correntos. Okay? Michael Quartermain. Or ain't nobody doing that. That's always you sit there and talk about all the shows, General Hospital, Days of Our Lives, Born to Beautiful, and the Young and the Restless. We're gonna do a quick roll call as people are coming in. Make sure you do hit the like button; it really does help. There's a lot of stuff to sit there and get through. There's a lot of stuff to sit there and talk about. Cherry ice cream, how you doing tonight? And Janetta, how you doing tonight? Now I gotta be snipped there like usual, checking the bells and whistles to make sure that that is working because it's always something. Jackie P is in the chat. How you doing tonight? Thank you for joining. I decided if I should put a part two. I think I'll probably put it after. Um, yeah, I'll put it up after. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, we're good. Duaz in the chat, how you doing tonight? Thank you for joining. Yeah, I have to put the yeah. So Duaz in the chat, how you doing tonight? Yeah, so we got a lot to talk about. We got some stuff that happened on Bold and the Beautiful. That was crazy. The Zende is on a warpath. But at least it's gonna make his character more interesting. Ronnie Ron is in the chat. What's good, Ron? Yep, that's right, Cherry Ice Cream. He is Dunzo. It's a wrap for his character. It's a wrap for the actor, if we're gonna be honest. Um, comment. Okay, we're good. We can take that off. I ain't gonna sit there and pull my damn drink yet. So yesterday I was on Joshua's Cook's channel. I was on his live stream. That was interesting. It was different. I'm used to being in the driver's seat, as I said before in his live stream. I'm used to being in the driver's seat, used to being in control, used to sit there asking the questions and coming up with the topics and stuff like that. So it's a little different. Uh, Cherry Ice Cream says, "What do you think he'll do now?" He'll probably be in. I'm gonna be honest, Cherry Ice Cream. He'll probably be in a bunch of low budget movies. He'll maybe in a show here or there. But I feel like as far as soap operas is concerned, I feel like he's done. I feel like he's done Cherry Ice Cream. I mean, when you watched his last couple of performances, it felt like there was nothing coming out the tank. It was just empty. Eagle Fang says, "Hey Albert, I'm angry how GH had nothing for Roger and released him. That's a big loss for them. I hope one of the other soap operas picks him up. I'll go where he goes." Okay. Mm, I don't think it was. I'll be honest. Eagle Fang. His perform his no matter what he does, his character would never be as good as Todd Manning. Let's just be honest. Pearskin says, I think he's gonna be big. Sonny came around picking with Cyrus. I think he's gonna be big. Who's gonna be big? Juwan's. Oh yeah, I mean yeah, he can be on Days of Wine R. Hell, he can even be on B&B. I just don't. I don't know if people. I mean, I know Eagle Fang will care, but I don't know if anyone else is really gonna care. I don't think anyone else is gonna be like, oh man, he's gonna be on Days. Like, all right, that's cool. I don't even think it was that much of a big. I guess maybe it was a little bit more of a rah rah for Steve. How you doing tonight, Crystal Hopkins? Thank you for joining. Ron says, I'm annoyed with Melinda for getting involved with Sloan foolishness and calling her a friend. Really? Yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to trash ass Melinda being exposed. Eagle Fan says, like Franco, they screwed him over when they killed Franco off. I knew it was the start of the end for him. Hmm. I mean, people, yeah, his best character was, and yeah, Eagle Fan, yeah, a lot of people didn't like him as Franco. I didn't really care that much, but I felt like, here's the thing, when he was Franco, right? Lashant is in the chat. How you doing tonight? Yeah, I don't know, cherry ice cream. I feel like Chris Arca says, "Hey, Days was when I look hot." What? Freddie, what's good, Freddie? Yeah, I don't feel. Here's the thing. When he was Franco, I felt like he put more energy into what he was doing. Like his character seemed like it was so lively. It was much more lively than when he played Austin. Okay? I feel like him being let go wasn't an accident. He had way more energy. It felt like he gave a better performance when he was Franco than when he was Austin. Gemini's in the chat was good, Gemini. How have you been? Duan says it was a big loss. They should have never killed Franco. Hmm. Yeah, I mean, I can see that. I think some people. I mean, granted, yeah, I can see that. Overall, yeah, I can see that being a mistake. Darby, what's good? What's good, Darby? I missed y'all. I missed y'all. Seriously, Darby, I straight up missed y'all. I was in Joshua's channel yesterday. CW was good. CW. Yes, happy Thanksgiving. Gemini. Eagle Fang says Roger is a natural heel character. That's why he shine. He is much better as a ruthless character than the soft coward character that made him with Austin. Hmm. I can't think of a performance that he did better than Todd, except for Franco. Franco was the only other one as a fan base. However, he dominated. But that's the thing, Eagle Fang. He dominated the '90s. Remember that era that you said he dominated the '90s. We in the year 2023. Gemini says, "Is Franco really dead because they didn't show him again?" I think so. Darby says, "I was looking all over YouTube for you." Yeah, I was lost. I was on I was lost. I was on I was on Joshua's channel. Juan says he seriously missed everyone. He even cried. That's right. That's very true, Duan. I was in tears. Lashanta says Cole knew where Nikki and Vicky stay. Why would he come to a house he don't know? Yeah, it's not really making a lot of sense, but hopefully that'll make it make sense though. Eagle Fan says, I much rather blame the writers before I blame Roger. Why is that, Eagle Fan? No. I want to know that. Why would you blame the writers as opposed to um before you blame Roger? And Rihanna's in the chat. What's good, Ariana? That's right, Ron. Chanel is not a game. Crystal says Sabrina's so-called breakup was the shortest in GH history. I guess we'll have to wait and see about that, Crystal. I mean, you know the actor's leaving, so I don't know what they're gonna do now. And what's good, Ariana? Curry says, and after 5 minutes, I gave up and went to sleep. Yeah, I put it in my community tab, but Ambassador Sam was good. Was good, Ambassador Sam. Lashanta says, poor Nicole. See, this is where you kind of got to miss me with that one because Nicole did the same thing to Sammy. Everything everything that Nicole was feeling in that bed was exactly what Sammy felt. Yeah, that's true. Darby, the writers make the character, but the performance is on him now. Ariana says we made it today. It was an easy day. Yeah, but tomorrow, yeah, we did, and it was still rough. Black Mom was good. Black Mom, it's good to see you, Ambassador Sam. Eagle fan says because Roger is proven in his business, he made Todd and Franco work, but we are going to blame him for how Austin turned out. It was an awful choice. As soon as he gave up his rights to they had nothing else from it. Okay, that's very curious. Okay, Lashanta says, why not tell Zende? Now he acting up. He is acting up. He's on the warpath. Dude was pissed off. He was like, "Yo, what's going on?" So he's gonna be Mr. Steal Your Girl. Jackie B said they tried to give us our old Sonny, but Cyrus just they're looking all healthy. I always loved Sonny, but he looked like he has been sick. They should have done a better makeup job on him. I didn't notice that. Big Nate was good. Terry Kim says, as Austin, he had no chemistry with Maxine. It was just a weird pairing, to be honest. Kristen said, yeah, you ever heard of Recast? They did it with Trina. Okay, I know that you're I'm gonna try not to take your little smart ass comment as I'm not even gonna highlight that. I'm gonna sit there and try not to take your little smart ass comment as offensive. But yes, sweetheart, I actually have heard of recasting. But here's the thing though, Crystal, I doubt they're gonna do that. Because the chemistry between Tabi and Nicholas is through the roof. Okay? Nicholas Chavez and Tabiana literally make Spring a Nation. Okay, they make that fan base. It wouldn't make a lot of sense for them to sit there and recast. I mean, they could, but I feel here's the thing: if they do recast Spencer's character, it could be an absolute disaster. They have a phenomenal fan base. If they ruin it with a recast, it's going to be devastating, Crystal. Duan says Zende was speaking straight facts, but here's the thing: he wasn't speaking facts though, because he doesn't know the real reason why RJ got picked. Well, okay, you know what? I take that back. You know what, Duan? Never mind. I take that back. He's speaking some facts because yeah, Thomas and Steffi and yeah, I can see that. But with RJ, no, not really. Freddie says now this is what I'm feeling about the real Sunny coming back. Now this is what I'm effing talking about the real Sunny coming back in today's episode instead of that lame ass yippee yippee ki Mike yippee ki cowboy Mike. Darby says the only person that can chemistry with Maxie is the ice cream. Oh damn. But yes, I mean just going back to Nicholas Chavez, just like I don't think that they are going to want to recast. And Jeez does. I'm going to be honest. Jeez does not have a good track record when it comes towards recasting. So they can do it. It doesn't mean it's going to work. Krista said could have been bad when they could have been bad when they. I guess when they recast Toby, yes. But think about yes, exactly, Crystal. It could have been bad when they recast Toby, and they got lucky. How many mollies did it? How many mollies did they actually have to go through before they got the right run? My point is that people like Nicholas Chavez. Okay, they could recast it, but then people aren't going to like it as much. And if you're not gonna, it's you, they run the risk of you know alienating the fan base because they want to keep the story going. I don't know how long this Netflix thing is, but yeah, maybe they can find a way to sit there and get Spencer out of town or whatever until the series is over, and then bring him back. And if they can't bring him back, then then they can recast. But yeah, Ariana says they have said that they won't recast it. Not for sure if he's leaving or just a short hiatus to shoot the other projects. Yeah, that's what exactly like what I was going to say. Ariana, most likely, eh, um, Ariana, most likely they're not going to sit there and recast them. Tracy Steves in the chat. What's good, Tracy Steves? Joanne says, I want the real Ava back. Ava Jerome to please stand up. Ron says, all right, what is your take on Nicole raising her voice to Holly saying that she wasn't hungry? I think that Holly should have read the room. Okay. I mean, she just lost her child. She's looking like she's part of the Walking Dead, and you're gonna sit there and say, "Oh, come on, you should sit there and eat. You should sit there and eat. You should sit there and eat." No, idiot, you should sit there and read the damn room and realize that she's not in the mood for food or even company. Again, I don't know who idea it was to put Holly in this story, but they need to be fired. Tracy says, "Happy Taco Tuesday." Oh, Taco Tuesday. Well, as I always sit there and say, there's another acronym for Tuesday. Andra, how you doing tonight? Andra, Eagle fan says I follow TS. Okay, talking about call the last one. Oh, yeah, okay, cool. Well, Eagle fan, I'll tell you this much: if they find a better role for the other shows, then more power to them. More power to them. Debbie says the reason RJ was that Eric preferred him over Zende, which had proved to Zende some deeply buried feelings he felt about his place in the family. I don't know. Yeah, Trace, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. You know. Ron says Albert, but when Eric came to visit and he was about to leave, well, Eric apparently is always special. Because I sat there was like, you wanted EJ to leave the room, but and plus he was a man of God, so apparently that meant something. Um, more than EJ's love. Kyrie's I watch all four. The soap operas The Young and Restless by far the best in the hospital was second best. Bone Beautiful was third. Days was fourth place. Wow, fourth. Why was The Young and Restless the best though? Yuan says even Luna knows about Eric and not Zende. Well, yeah, but I mean she's with RJ, she's an intern. I don't know. Lachata says Kyle was fouled to record Ashley for Tucker. Well, he's following Diane's plan. The amazing Diane Jenkins. Okay. Eagle Fang says, I've been asking for Roger to be released from us. Me, he should not get blamed as much as he is getting blamed. GH has been very slow paced before the scab writers took over. I mean, I get that, but at the same time, like I said, you give your best when you do this, when you be these characters. And let's be honest, Roger was not giving his best with Austin. Towards the end of his tenure, he really was not. Um, but hopefully they find something else for him to do. I'll say that much. Freddie says, "Oh, give me a break. That short ass breakup with Sabrina they made up, just like Brooklyn and Chase. It won't be long till Sabrina breaks up again, or even permanently." Melly Mel, my heart queen. You usually do, Mel. Curry says, Nikki Newman suffering, Kyle and Audrey and Tucker. Three Snakes, Diane Jenkins, Ashley came a long way. Most storylines development of all four shows, and Claire was amazing. Okay, all right, I can see that. Okay, I see a point. I mean, except for the whole Nikki suffering thing, but I see a point. Tracy says, I didn't even understand Roger playing Austin's character. Yeah, it was. I knew it was going to be a disaster. I knew it was going to be a disaster since day one. Debbie says, I want to be Team Eric, but now that he won his little competition, his huge ego is spiraling over the place for me to be on Team Eric. Hmm. I don't know. He's just funny. I mean, he's on that high. Oh, and I gotta sit there and tell y'all what my dad said. Harry says Days of Our Lives was the least interesting. Why was it the least interesting to you? Very curious. Yeah, I agree with that, Lashanta. So my dad was sitting there asking me about the Bold and the Beautiful. He was like, "Well, who won the competition? Was it Ridge or was it Eric?" And I was like, "Well, Dad, technically, Ridge won the competition, but he told his dad, that he won. He wanted to sit there and do something nice for him." My dad was like, "Oh man, that's so mean. Why would you sit there and do that?" I'm like, I don't know. I thought it was kind of nice and kind of special to sit there and, let his dad, you know, go out into a blaze of glory on a high note. My dad was like, "No, that's just so mean," you know. Um, Ron says, "Kyrie's, I disagree with you. Days is greater than the Young and the Restless." You did, Mel. You did call it. Um, Ron says, "What if Claire Grace meant Trina Ashford?" I even want to know. I mean, I have an idea, but I'm pretty sure somebody would sit there and spin it into racism. So Gary says, I mean, of course, Nicole is grieving. That was given, and everything else was filler. Okay. Yeah, I was like, Dad, he did something really amazing for his dad. He was like, no, he was just being mean. And I said to him, I was like, so Dad, you telling me that, if I let you think that you won a competition that you didn't win, you wouldn't sit there and think that's a nice gesture? He was like, no, I wouldn't. Because when I find out, then I'm going to be upset. I'm like, I mean, that's cool. That's one way of looking at it, but that's I don't know. I'm trying to get my dad into watching at least one soap opera, and I feel like B&B could be that soap opera because it is short. Right now, it actually look like it's kind of shaping up to be good. Alicia's in the chat. How you doing tonight? Reggie says every time I see Carly and tall giraffe neck All I say is bye. You're not a fan of Drew and Carly? Jonathan's in the chat. What's good, Jonathan? I feel like I had honestly, told you, I feel like I had another question for you, and I forgot to write it down today. And if it'll come up to me tonight, if it comes to me tonight, I'll sit there and ask you it. I don't know. I felt like that might have been one of the questions I was going to ask tonight, but I was like, you know what? Let's ask about what people like or dislike about Carly. You know, what is that people like or dislike about Carly? Ron says, "Do you think that Sloan will throw Melinda under the bus when Nicole?" Um, probably. She is that. She is that desperate. She is that desperate. But yes, going into B&B, Zende. Here's the thing. This has been the most interesting. This has been the most interested I've ever been in Zende's character. Jesse Jess is in the chat. How you doing tonight? Hope you had a great day. Um, but yeah, it's now. Alicia, I have a question. Is ELQ a publicly traded company? I have no idea. I had to look that up. But I was gonna sit there and say, yes, it even here's the thing, even when you were sitting there going at RJ Smith there saying that, you validate your existence through your followers and likes and stuff like that, I was like, I was like, yo, Zende is going in and I am here for it. Yes, Kyrie, I was like I said, I was here for it. Johnson says, as controversial Franco may have been, Roger was given a lot more material with that character than Austin. Yeah, and I agree. The amazing, gorgeous Queen Janice in the chat. How you doing tonight? Hope you had a lovely day, Janet. Joanne says you're trying to give your dad into soap operas. Me, I'm trying to get my mom to watch the X-Men or anything superhero related. Well, yeah. I mean, my dad, he likes the Marvel stuff. So, but it's funny. My dad used to watch soap operas back in the day, and I think his soap opera was General Hospital. I think he watched a lot of them, but I'm pretty sure his favorite was General Hospital. Janice says Zende looks good with Luna. Oh, he's definitely gonna be Mr. Steal Your Girl. Johnson says, could is Zende and RJ rivalry be brewing? Oh, definitely. It's gonna be a love triangle. Gemini says, "Wow, they're actually giving Zende a lot." Yeah, not Gemini. Let me tell you something. They weren't just giving him lines; they was giving that man a backbone, and I was here for it. Actually, honestly, tell you the truth, when he came in there, he was like, "No, I'm not okay. You keep sitting there sidelining me for your damn kids. I ain't okay with that." I really woke up. I was like, "Whoa!" Wait. Is it my exam? I was like, is it? Am I dreaming, or he actually just gives you guys some edge? Harry says, "I meant to a message. This is to your messenger, but screw it. I asked you here. How did you like how? Oh, he does. Jonathan, he does. Carrie says, I meant to message this to your messenger, but screw it. I ask you, how did you like how I laid down the law in yesterday's? Yo, it, I was, Carrie's, I was here for it. I was here for it. Bro, listen, I'm laying down, I'm watching your stream, and you were just like, yo, listen, we not about to do this up in here. It was like, yo, listen, we not about to do this up in here, okay? You're not going to sit there and bring that in here like what Albert did. I don't have patience for you like Albert does. I love how my name was like just thrown under the bus, but oh my god. But no, I was here for it though. Um Jenna says I love the why not storyline with Claire. Yeah, I want to see where it's gonna go. I'm very, it's Janet. Whenever they actually make YNR good, I'm like, wow. I'm actually glad that I watched this show. You did, Mel. You did. Yeah, that was so wild. I really sat there and I said to Carrie, so I was like, "Welcome to my world. Welcome to my world." You know, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna rewatch that part in the stream again. So thank you for reminding me that, Carrie. So I meant to do it last night, but I really should have just been sleeping. But I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna watch that part. Dolly, it's been a minute. How have you been? Lashanta says, I hate Drew. Think Ned's guilty. We all know Nina's up to no good. Johnson says a lot of people believe that Adam may end up saving the rest of his family from Claire and her aunt's plan. Well, I'll be honest. Here's the thing, Jonathan. That winds up happening, and they still treat Adam like, well, garbage. I think I'm having a problem with that. I'll be honest, Jonathan. If he actually does save his family, um, GH was okay. It was alright, Jess. It wasn't super great. It wasn't super terrible. It was like there was pockets of things that was good. It's like and that's the thing, Jess. It's like we're going right back to that again. You should get the Austin treatment. Oh, damn. Okay. Freddie says, Albert, the thing I don't like about Carly is she says whoever reported her and Drew to the SEC is cruel. So what if it was cruel or not? You and that giraffe had that Drew committed the crime, and that's very true. That's very true. That is 100% very true. And here's the thing, Freddie. As much as I like Carly, that's still true. CW says Drew is getting on my nerves. I don't really understand why people don't like Drew that much, but and yeah, no, Jess, I agree. Gregory and Finn were not needed, but Jess, they put him in there anyway because apparently it makes sense to someone. He did, Jonathan. That here's the thing, Jonathan. That actor is always playing a scumbag. You ever notice that? Like with Raj, he was kind of a scumbag, but Gil was worse stuff. Yep, you did, Mel. You did. I don't know where you get your sources from, but you definitely get it. There's no build up to this stupidness. They are going to make Bill Luna's what? They're going to make Bill Luna's father? Please, I like things to be factually correct. If ELQ is family owned, it shouldn't be subject to SEC. Hmm. But Alicia, that's the thing now. When it comes towards soap operas, HIPAA. That's what I'm going to sit there and say. Just as I guess Charlotte is just not going to face any consequences. Exactly, Jess. Here's the thing, Jess. You would maybe that book. I don't want to sit there and say maybe that bullet was enough, but I'm like, That's why it got to that point. That's why it got to that point, just because she's never really faced any consequences. Johnson says Gil went too far. Yeah, and I agree with that. I 100% agree with that. I mean, yeah, granted, Raj was kind of trash, but like he was just following orders for the most part. The way they baby her is crazy. Yep, and she'll never. And but here's the thing, Jess. When she put snakes in Ava's purse, right then and there, that was enough. And Charlotte Smith there crying, playing victim. I was like, bro, you know what? Don't break into people's houses. Exactly, Leash. That's exactly what I said. Yeah, HIPAA, Willow and HIPAA. The fact that here's the thing. This almost felt like a Deadpool skit. Okay, you got Diane Smith there telling the judge, no, she doesn't have to do that. It violates HIPAA. The judge is like, I'll allow it. I'll allow it anyway. You allow what? Bro, you are literally just you're breaking a law at this point. Yeah, yeah, but here's the thing, Rod. I actually did like that scene with Chad and EJ. Surprisingly, I actually like that scene with Chad and EJ. I thought it was a nice moment. And don't go Smith this thing. Don't go Smith this thing. That too often. Okay, it was a nice little soft moment, but I still do got a reputation out there in these streets. So Johnson says would like to see Roger on GH again or another soap. Unless he comes back as Todd, there's no point. That's the thing, Jonathan. Now, somebody else, Eagle fan was like, you know, he'll follow Roger anywhere. But I'm just like, unless they put him back as Todd, there's no point. Alicia said the HIPAA violation are the worst. I guess it felt like a Deadpool skit. Sloan and her friend needs to be found out. Oh, I can't wait for that to happen. Freddie said Albert talk about how Carly kept both daughters from Nina, but everybody sees Carly as the hero, enabling her BS. Carly is known for keeping children paternity a secret from their parents. And yeah, and I agree with that too. I agree with that as well. Freddie, I agree 100% in everything that you just said. I do. Not one, but two daughters. And yeah, I know people are going to sit there and say, but there were special circumstances around that. It doesn't matter. She still did it. Like, she still did it. And she has a history of doing that. He also says Todd seems to be his only option for GH at this point, unless they resurrect Franco. Here's the thing, Jonathan. If they resurrect Franco and he plays Franco with the same low energy that he played Austin with, then he's done. Because I felt like I know people was not, I know one person, I'm not going to sit there and mention their name. It was like, oh, I'm going to blame the writers more than I blame Roger. But I'm like, this is okay. She did it, so what? Okay, see and see, Jess, and that's the problem right there. That's the problem right there. She did it, and so what? So what? She still did it, and people just sit there and act like that's just okay. And guess what, Jessie Jess? It's not okay, and she has a history of doing that. Guess what? That's not okay either. And this is coming from somebody who actually likes. This is somebody, I don't know who Peter Blake is, Jonathan. Damn, I had a question to ask you, and I can't remember what it is. No, I don't know. I guess I'll have to take your word for that, though. Dewan says, Those damn Logans. Hashtag those damn Logans. You know, I can't sit there and say that, Duan, because I don't really know. I haven't watched B&B that long. Dolly says I'm glad they finally gave stats how rich. Yes, Dolly, I was here for it. Freddie said Carly did it with Sonny, AJ, Nicholas, now Nina. Yeah, she has a history of doing that. So when you have people sit there and say, okay, she did it, so what? It's like, well, that's what people don't like about Carly. Johnson says Peter Blake is a member of the DeMera family, adopted by Stefano and Kristen's biological father. Okay. I mean, yeah, if they bring him, if as long as he plays the character well, I'm with it. Ariana says Carly history is what made Carly who she is, as with any character on any show. I mean, that's true, and I'm not doubting that. I'm just saying like these are the things that people don't like. These are the qualities that people don't like about Carly, right? Darby says Christian brother Albert Stefano's adopted kid. Elisa says I didn't used to like Carly, but I do now. She has faults like all the characters, but she has matured. Does have a kind heart. You know what? I'm gonna sit there and say something else. Um, exactly, Tracy. It was his best character. It was his best character. Just says that's fine if they don't like that about her. Yeah, I mean, I don't like that about her, Jess. And I actually like. Here's the thing, Jess. I actually like the Carly character, but you know, Billy says. Johnson says Peter Blake also has histories with Jennifer, and his return wouldn't sit well with Jack. I haven't seen Jack Deborah in so long. Ariana says I wish they would stop dressing Carly like a grandma. Hmm. Duane says Carly is like Nikki Newman. No, the hell she is not. Let's not go that far, Duane. Carly is like Nikki Newman. Okay, bro. I haven't, and the sad thing is, like, I haven't even watched B&B as long, and I'm like, I mean, why not that long? And I'm like, bro, come on. Lisa is not, is so what? I don't excuse Carly, but I still like her. No, that's cool. No, here's the thing. I'm just not, I'm probably going to sit there and say this, and you're not going to like this, but I'm going to sit there and say this anyway. I'm not looking at this like, hmm, I don't think it's the right word to sit there and use, but Johnson says Carly is not like Nick. No, she's not. I just don't have a, what else sit there and says? Just because, here's the thing, just because I don't like the character, and I don't like the character carries, it doesn't mean it doesn't mean I need to get joy out of watching her lose her sobriety. You know, I feel like for me personally, if I enjoyed that, I feel like it would be a very sadistic sort of it'd be a very sadistic sort of way of just enjoying Nikki downfall, which is fine. But not when it comes to sobriety. That's something I don't find fun or entertaining. I'm gonna uh, disagree with that one. Harry says, "While I double down in my hardcoreness, I hate watching the beginning of my Young and Restless review. I'm gonna check it out. I just, like I said, for me, it's not about being soft. It's just like, as much as I don't like her, there's certain things that even I'll look at and be like, all right, you kind of going a little bit left. Lashanta says you keep saying you like her, but I don't think you really do. Okay, I really feel like I need something stronger to really answer this question. I'm trying to say this in a way where this does not come across. Okay, cool, Jess. Okay, so one. Okay, so I need you to actually pay attention as well. Just as Albert is Team Nina. No, I'm Team Logic. There's a difference. Don't worry. I'll screw you. Just give me a minute. Here's the thing. Here's the thing, Jess and Lashanta. You can like the character or not like everything that they do, right? You can like the character but not like everything that they do. Okay. I'm a person that, as much as I like a character, I don't make excuses for them. I don't just sit there and say, oh, so what? It's not that big of a deal. Because I tend to call out my favorite characters, regardless if they're my favorite characters. Does that make sense? Ariana says, I've seen Nikki fall off the wagon before, and there's something about how she plays it that makes you feel some kind of way. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's interesting. I'm enjoying it. Freddie says, if I was Nina, I wouldn't keep apologizing. Yeah, well, I don't know about Mel. It's just something that I mean, here's the thing: if Nikki broke her leg, Jess, am I talking in circles or talking in circles? That's what you got from that? Jesus Christ! Okay. I mean, if chat, if I could sit there and make it more simpler for Jess to understand, could y'all help me out? Because I thought I was pretty crystal clear about it. Exactly, Ari. Thank you. Ariana says no one is spared the rod. Exactly. Not even my favorites. Harry says, look, Aubrey, don't apologize for staying loyal to your future wife. Your love for Nina is a love like no other. Men and women dream of love so big you and Nina have. Hmm. You're something else, Kyrie's. Freddie says, so it's okay that Carly gets away with anything, but Nina is evil. Okay, bye. I don't understand how you putting all three of them in the same boat. Duan, Lisa, Nina actually stole someone's baby. Her excuse is, I was crazy. I called Carly out when she's wrong. I do, exactly. I do too. I don't understand what Jess and LaShanta is not understanding about that. When I when somebody was listening to talking about what Carly did as far as hiding people away from their kids, paternity tests and stuff like that, Jess is like, okay, so that's not an answer that you should say if you call out your favorite characters. Krista says because Carly plays holier than thou with Nina and has done things worse than Nina. Just because people are not still mad at her doesn't mean anything. Hmm. Yeah, I'm so done with Eric and Nicole. Ron says Holly thinks that Johnny is interesting and her she needs to stay in the child place. Yes. I don't understand that. But here's the thing. To be fair, I don't think that Jess is going to understand I don't think Jess and Lashonda is going to understand where I'm coming from because we. Hmm, you're just not going to get it, Jess. No matter how many times I sit there and try to explain it in the most basic way possible, you're just not going to get it. And I need to accept that. Freddie says if they're wrong, point blank, period. Carly, Nina, or anyone else for that matter. That's what I'm trying to say, Freddie. Glad somebody gets it. Carly said Nina isn't evil, but she got to pay Carly, got in plenty of trouble for her many past misdeeds. She was damn wrong for the DNA results. Harry says, don't you worry, Albert, I'll defend you. Jess says, because what? Say it with your chest. I just, I can't, I can't with you, Jess. Here's something else. And the sad thing is, Jess, you just said that you call out your favorites. What do you think I'm doing? What's the difference between what you're doing and what I'm doing? Why don't you tell me that, Jess? Make that make sense to me. Jolie says, I actually felt bad for Holly today. Nicole kind of triggered me today when she was mistreating Holly. But here's the thing, Dolly. I had to respectfully agree to disagree on that one, though, because it was like, it was good, Dave. Now, who shot him? Probably Cyrus. But here's the thing, though. I would say Cyrus, Dave, or he sent somebody. But here's the thing, though. If you see your mother, you know your mother just had a miscarriage, right? She just lost her child. Absolutely, Dawn. I am still Team Eric. Yes, sir. Your mom just lost a child. You're walking in there. She looks like she's not even looking at you. Okay. And you're sitting there saying, hey, you need to sit there and eat. She's like, no, I'm not hungry. But come on now, you need to sit there and eat. Sweetheart, she just said that she wasn't hungry. She just lost her child. Where do you want her level to be at this point? I'm pretty sure she's going to feel bad for it later on, but Holly, read the room. Carrie says, I said Albert's prints are not glued to Carly's ass crack. So he's going to call it out like he sees it. Carly should have stayed out of the merger. Then her life wouldn't have been effed up. Thank you, Kyrie's. Thank you. That's what and honestly, tell you the truth, this is why I gave Carly a bit of smoke today. When she was like, "Oh, I saw Nina sit there living my life in my hotel and everything." I'm like, "Oh, you lost a hotel because of your idiotic, stupid, jackass mistakes. How you gonna sit there and blame Nina for something that you did?" Oh, true. This is why I can't with you, Jess. I said the same goddamn thing. No, I'm just gonna. Lashanta says, "How much is Carly supposed to lose?" And Nina never pays. Well, Carly made the stupid mistake. Well, I'm sorry, the stupid choice. She made the stupid choice of doing what she did to lose her hotel. So that's not Nina's fault. I did that on purpose. Yeah, I kind of imagine that much, Jess. Um, Fight Quick was good. Fight Quick. Yeah, very mature. Ron said, "Albert, what triggered Trash to do this? What does she have against Nicole? I don't understand." It's not so much Nicole. She has a problem with Damaris. She has a problem with Kristen. Because she has a problem with Kristen, in her tiny mind, that means that, and also she has a problem with EJ. Lisa, I don't think Cyrus shot Austin, but it was somebody he. Now, Dolly says, well, one thing I think we have to remember is Holly is around 15. I know 25-year-old actress. Yeah, and I get that. And I get that. And granted, Dolly, I don't hold that fully against her, you know. But also, Dolly, you know me. I don't have patience. I don't spare the rod. Um so I didn't go too hard on her today, Dolly. It was just more like read the room, you know? Leah said Carly life is not effed up. Well, I wouldn't sit there and say effed up, but she lost the stuff that she lost because of her, you know? She lost the stuff that she lost because of her. So for her to sit there and look at Nina and be like, oh, she has my life, it was like, no, bro, you lost that. That's on you. Billy said, I don't shame Nicole for snapping. I think they way she kind of looked away for Holly and didn't seem to acknowledge her at the end was kind of cruel. Well, to be fair, Dolly, she didn't lose a child, you know. I'm not a woman, so I can't sit there and really speak to that on that level. But she's that's the worst type of pain any parent can ever experience. The fact that she didn't look at her, I think is probably the least thing. It's probably the least cruelest thing that she could have done to Holly in that situation. You did. You did. You totally did, Dolly. I mean, Mel. Let's not just okay. Yeah, she doesn't like EJ, but why make the call? Because of EJ. He's not thinking. Here's the thing, Ron. She's not thinking about Nicole. She feels bad for Nicole, but she's more thinking about EJ and Kristen. Curry says, she don't have a hotel and lost a lot of money because of her own actions, not Nina, and I don't like Nina with her co-signing Charlotte. Yes. Yeah. I mean, here's the thing: the adults around Charlotte failed her. And here's the thing: the fact that Valentine was like, "Okay, we can get past this. We can get past this." This is what Valentine said to Anna after she shot a child. We can get past this. There's nothing to get past. Lashanta says, "Okay, Nina makes stupid choices, but she never pays." Okay, I- you're probably right about that, but I'm talking about the Carly situation now. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Carly Smith is saying that Nina stole her life or has her life. I'm giving her smoke for that. Um, Mel says, "Oh, it's really weird and Nicole's not that." No, it's not. She's not, but one of her favorite pieces. Jess, you want to sit and explain to the class how am I gaslighting? Yeah, I mean, I don't. Yeah, Ron, that's definitely one of those reasons. Yeah. Freddie, that would have been an interesting twist. Freddie says Nina didn't steal Carly's life. Exactly. We said, I don't think I would have warm and fuzzy towards someone who kept my husband and Nixon forced, just saying right or wrong. I might blame her. Well, you're right on the first part. I respectfully sit there and said you're wrong on the second part, but you're right on the first part. Because let's be honest, people who do like Nina, she did keep her husband away from her. Nina did sit there and keep Sonny away from his wife and kids. Okay, that's just facts right there. But she didn't steal her life though. She doesn't have her life. Ellie said Nina is a thief, baby, husband. That's true. Spike Quick says, who was that guy talking to? Yo, that's his brother. Spike Quick, that's his brother Chad. Yeah, that's his brother Chad. Which honestly, tell you the truth, Spike Quick, I actually like that conversation. Normally, I don't do the whole fuzzy feeling sort of thing, but I actually did like that. Actually, like that conversation. She said to a certain degree, though, Nina did still call his life. She stole her husband to an extent. To an extent, yes, I agree with that, Tracy. Yes, you already have to stream the service. Yes, you already have to stream the service. What are you talking about? Did you check your DMs? I mean, did you check your DM? Joshua Cook was good. Jolie says Carly has stolen all those things too, babies and husbands. Very fair point. Cat lady, Nina stole Sonny, but not the hotel. Exactly. But no, 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 just you have it. Just as I know, I just have to make it time to watch. Okay, so yeah, no, yeah, you have Peacock already. Joshua had a lot of fun yesterday on your live stream, so thank you for having me on there. Oh yeah, no, Lashante, that dude is full blown delusional. Valentine, at that point, there was one point where Valentine was like, "Oh no, I know that's Spider Quick. No, I know that. Spider. There used to be a point I used to sit there and watch it on YouTube, but then I thought, but then it started getting all kind of messy and stuff like that. I was like, screw it. I just um just watch it on Peacock at that point. But, it's funny because sometimes I'll watch GH if I'm at work. I usually watch YNR on YouTube. Lashanta says she didn't. She did not. She did don't. She have a husband in her hotel. Yep. Wait on YT. Yeah. I was watching. It's quite quick. I was watching a little bit of The Bold and the Beautiful on YouTube while I was in the grocery store. While I was actually getting my groceries, I went in there. Ron says, "I was so." Is that a good reason why Melina Trash did that? Because she has issues and can't get it. Well, the not getting a man part doesn't help, but it's not that. It's because she doesn't like the Damaras. Alicia, I couldn't believe Kurt today asking Jordan to do the same thing. But here's the thing, Alicia. Jordan agreed to that. Jordan actually agreed to that. Freddie said Nina did take Carly's man, but she did try to offer Carly the hotel back, and Carly's pride got in the way. And said yes, and I thank you. Now that's a fact right there. But here's the thing, exactly, Alicia. Here's the thing. She actually said yes. Now says I got good news that Nicholas got the role as Lex Luthor, but not the role for the Batman and Superman sequel. Hmm. That could be interesting. That could be interesting. And that is a fact. That is an effing fact. Jess, are you saying that because he couldn't keep his big mouth shut? No, but I feel like she's saying that because he couldn't keep his mouth shut. Juan says Carly said her pride was all she had left. Yeah, when she called Josh at like 4 something in the morning, she called her daughter at some crazy hours in the morning, and Sonny was right there. There you go, Jess. I was waiting for it. But no, that is very true. Also, I remember you saying that the last time too. So I didn't forget about that. But yeah, Sonny was right there, and Carly was like, "Nah, I'd rather sit there and wake up my teenage daughter, who can possibly be knocking boots with her boyfriend, but nah, that's cool." That's true, Ron. But I'll sit there and say this much, Ron. When it comes to those women looks, they can get a man. They may not keep a man, but they can get a man. The problem with that is just is that I feel like sometimes Jocelyn does have too much of a big heart, and with somebody like Adam who has these mental problems, but that's the thing, Jess. Jocelyn has too much of a big heart. As much as I don't like Jocelyn at times, this is one of those times where it's like her having a big heart and being too compassionate and want to backfiring on her. Now since I got good news that there will be Harry Potter and oh wow, they're actually doing Harry Potter again. I mean, I was never a huge Harry Potter fan. I didn't really give it. I'm be honest. I didn't give a damn about magic. I didn't give a damn about magic until I watched the Vampire Diaries. Just as why you said something nice about Jaws. Jess, we were just getting along. Just getting along. Yes, Jess, I do say nice things about Jaws. I do. Here's, I can. Here's the thing, Jess. I can say something nice about damn near any character. Doesn't necessarily mean that I like them, but I will give them their props. I'll give them their props, Jess, but I will also call them out as well. Every says, did you hear that they would change the Civil Service character? What the? Darby, I heard about that, but I really, I team Paulina all the way. I here's the thing, Darby. I heard about that, but I really hope that's a rumor because I'm going to be honest. I'm going to make a video and I'm going to be going off. I'm going to be going off. Just say something nice about Gladys. uh, okay. Here's the thing, Jess. There was one point, right, where that photographer was really getting up in Sasha's face, and Gladys was there for her. I do feel like Gladys did love Sasha, but she had an addiction that was way more powerful than her love for Sasha. Just to say something else nice about Franco. He loved Cam. He got Cam to really sit there and change his mind about him. You know, Cam didn't like Franco at first, but his love for him changed Cam's mind. And at that age, that's not an easy thing to do. Are you serious? Oh, I gotta see that movie. Thank you for letting me know. I feel like that's like a sequel that came out like 20 years too late, but I'm gonna watch it anyway. Well, Spider Quick, it was more about addiction. What the? To be fair, I haven't seen the other three. Here's the thing. I wasn't too much of an Eddie Murphy fan back in the day. I really do want to watch them now, though. Nice. Okay, thank you, fan. I'm actually have to sit there and catch up on that. I got good news that there will be a Bourne sequel. It's in the work. Mel. Here's the thing. When I watched the Bourne series, I think I probably watched the worst one, the one with Jeremy Renner. Do you want to say something nice about Molly? Hmm. Okay. Do you want? Here's the thing. I can try to say something nice about almost anyone. Almost anyone, Duan. I mean, I can't sit there and say about everyone, but almost everyone. Rashata says everyone known Carly got too much pride. If she didn't take it from Sunny, she wasn't going to take it from her. But then here's the thing, Lashata, then that's the Carly problem. Oh God, here we go. Lashata says Nina didn't have to buy the hotel. Yeah, she didn't have to, but she could. Well, Jess, I said almost anyone. But here's the thing, though. Nina didn't have to buy the hotel. Yeah, she didn't have to, but she could. Ooh, I said almost anyone, Kyrie's. There are limits. But here's the thing, though. She didn't have to buy the hotel, but she could. It didn't mean nothing to her. She did it out of spite. No, she didn't do it out of spite. She did it because it was a good business move. And the thing is, Lashanta, I get that that's your that's your opinion, but there's no actual facts to sit there and back that up. Oh shit. Mm, 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 mm. Ooh, I know she's not just. Okay. All right, Alicia got jokes. Jesus Christ. Lashanta says, say anything nice about Nikki. You know what? I can't say something nice about Nikki. I love Nikki's love and devotion towards Victor. Just to say something nice about Portia. She's hot. That's a she's hot, Jess. But that's the thing though. Exactly. But see, that's the thing though. That's the thing though. Queen Nakisha. Alicia Drew is nice. She is nice. I Alicia, I still can't get over what you said before. Yo, this woman, this woman said Curtis has a nice wheelchair. Oh my goodness, I think that might have been that was the comment of the night. Eagle says Ralph Macchio and Jackie Chan are doing Karate Kid movie together in 2024. I love to see Jackie Chan, but I never liked him in the Daniel Gray is in the chat. What is good? Just as well, look who decided to show up. Oh, I'm done. Eagle fans, did you hear about Wayne Brady got into a fight after he got into a car accident? This way, people are bringing up to date. What he got? I didn't actually hear about that. Dory says now that Nikki is on vacation right now, she doesn't have time to badmouth her stepson, Adam Albert. Freddie said Jocelyn called Nina an itch at the Quartermaines picnic last year when all Nina was doing was bringing dessert to accuse Josh gone too far. I understand Josh is upset, but you still should respect her. No, 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 no. See, Freddie, this is where I have to. Well, I agree with you about that. She was out of pocket, Freddie. I will say that she was out of pocket. But the whole respecting the elders thing, that's where I kind of disagree. Respect is earned; it's not just given. Okay, so you want to say something nice? Say something nice about Claire. She has pretty hair. She has pretty hair. Duan. Spikequake said the Queen Jess is disappointed you didn't show up. Nathan says the Queen is disappointed. Nikisha, why are you disappointed? Oh, okay. I'm just going to sit here. I'm going to shut up, and I'm going to sit there and eat my ramen and pretend I did not see that level of shade. Jakaris, how you doing, Jakaris? I, I was trying to ignore it, Jess. I was hoping you was going to follow. Freddie said Jocelyn was out of line calling. No, and exactly, and I agree with that. Here's the thing: I agree with that part, Freddie. I'm talking about the respect and the elders part. I've seen elderly people be completely over the top disrespectful. So I don't exactly do the whole respect your elders thing. But I do agree with you on that. I was trying to gently. I was trying not to say anything. I was hoping she wasn't gonna notice it. Gosh, and my bad. I shouldn't have highlighted that. Ruby says you better be careful about respecting your elders, Albert, or else you get grabbed up by a bunch of senior citizens. I believe that. I believe that. I never actually saw the first Blackening. Just as it's no call, no show for me trying to sneak back up in here. Well, to be fair, I did sit there and tell me the thing. I was like, Jess is going to give me the smoke. Jess does not like being disappointed. Lashanta says Albert Sunny told Nina she wanted to stick it to Carly. Sunny told Nina she wanted to stick it to Carly. I get what you're saying, but I don't believe that she did that to stick it to Carly though. But I don't feel like there's any proof. That's what I'm saying to say. I do understand it's like it's very hard for her to sit there and do that and Crimson. So it does make you wonder why she did um buy the hotel. But I don't have a reason to uh Duan, she's hot. Sally's hot. Yeah, Duan, yeah, she's hot. Cherry Ice Cream says what's next for Nathaniel? What is next for the great Nathaniel Gray? That should I feel like that should have been the question. You know what? Carrie, she has nice eyes. She has some very pretty eyes. I'm not a person that looks at eyes too often, but she has some very pretty eyes. Lashanta says, well, I can't say anything nice about the Logans. I'm gonna let that go. Um, Alicia says Sunny stepped. Yo, Alicia, I was like, yo, Cyrus just cleaned that floor. Why you do that for? I'm glad to hear that. Jakaris, you actually had your channel for one year now, right? Ready? Jakaris, you've been doing YouTube for 1 year now. Debbie says to make money, Albert. It's not a crime to want to be more richer than. No, it's not. Carrie says lazy. You just stole my. See, Kyrie, this is why I rock with you. This is why I rock with you. You're way too sharp for your own good, Kyrie's. Reggie says when Justin called Nina an itch, I was like, wow, well, hold up, understand you pissed off, but don't call her out her name, and you're still a little girl. Nina is a grown woman. Hmm. Justin say something nice about Gregory. Damn, I can't think of anything nice about Gregory. But with Tracy, I like the fact that she's very complex. Yes, she can be ruthless and damn near cruel, but she also has a heart, and she also has a vulnerable moments. She's a very interesting character because when she's vulnerable, you can feel it. And I think because she just has so much of a strong personality. Freddie says Gregory next. Now, yeah, I got nothing for Gregory. Yeah, for a whole year. Jakaris, I think you should sit there and talk about your time on YouTube. You should talk about your time on YouTube, Jakaris. Talk about your 1 year talk. I mean, your 1 year anniversary. Ah, okay. Yeah, I gotta watch the other ones though. Say something nice about Kai. I don't have anything nice to say about Kyle so far. Just says he don't want to smoke. Who don't want to smoke? Say something nice about Nina Webster. I can't, Kyrie's. I really can't. That woman is a nag. Like she is annoying as f. Have a good night, Ambassador Sam. Thank you for joining. Yeah, that's why she's Queen Acacia. This is why I rock her because she's smart. Freddie said, Tracy's very mean and sometimes nice. Yeah, but the thing is, when she's nice and she's vulnerable, they stand out so much more because she has so much fire in her. You know. But no, I can say any. I can't think of anything nice to say about Kyle. All just hot. So there's that. He said today was the first time I enjoyed the scene with Kyle and then since Lola left. Hmm. You want us to say something nice about Taylor Hayes? She's pretty. Yeah, she's kind of hot. She, she's almost hot. You know. Jakara says, "But I'm about to go film and read my days." Have a good night, Jakara. Thank you for joining. You know, Kyrie's. I don't. Would I date her? Yeah, I kind of would. I kind of, honestly, tell you the truth, you know what, Kyrie's? I would because Wendy just comes across as so cringe. Yeah, she's almost hot. You know, she's almost there, and she's like that weird way between pretty and hot, but just not really there. You know what I'm talking about, Jess? Yeah, I mean, you know, Darby, you know, she's not ugly. She's you know, no, Spider Quake. There's a middle ground before then, before hot and pretty. There's a middle ground. Pretty says your Tracy can be vulnerable moments to I will say that. Harry says say something nice about Summer and Phyllis. You know, Harry said with Phyllis, she's interesting. Summer, she has a nice hairstyle. She has a really nice hairstyle. You know, she got the curls things going on. That's cool. But Phyllis is interesting. I mean, she's you know kind of extra. Darby says Taylor doesn't promote excellent excitement. Exactly, Alicia. There's a middle ground. Okay, there's a middle ground. I mean, that's what's up. Now, I mean, too bad it's like you know next in 2 years. I mean, that's cool. It's 2 goddamn years though. Lashanta says, yeah, if you had a chance to be with your own boys, who would not take it? When Drew tried to get Nina to buy Crimson, she said no because it was to help Carly. Hmm, I get that. I still don't think it's out of spite though, Lashanta. I'm still not gonna go out of spite. Do I? You know, I've seen she can be kind of hot. If here's the thing, do I? If her makeup is right and her hair is right, she can be kind of hot. I'm not gonna lie, Duan. I mean, she's mean and just nasty as f at times, but when you doll up Nina, just say something nice about Charlotte. I got nothing. I got absolutely nothing nice to say about Charlotte. Just that kid. Seriously, that kid has been a nightmare from day one. From day one, there was something I just did not like about Charlotte. She's practically part of the children of the corn at this point. Dory says, "Okay, Taylor on paper is beautiful, but emotional wise, she's so boring and unexciting." Yeah, that's what I said. She's sort of hot. Oh, Freddie, I like her accent. I love her accent. I love her accent. I love Olberg's accent. Come on, Jess, you know it's true. You know it's. mm, 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 mm. All right, hold on. I need to check something. Sweet, beautiful. All right, I need to see a picture. No, I need to see a picture. I'm loving, caring, sweet, beautiful. Okay, I need to see a picture. No, I want to see a picture now. Anthony, thank you, Anthony, thank you. No, it was a lot of fun. Joshua is a cool dude. So thank you. Also, Anthony, keep up the amazing work. I was like, Darby, we usually have that convo for the members only. Things get a little spicy. Oh, that's easy, Duane. She's hot. Also, she's kind of ballsy a little bit. Like I love her directness. I love her directness, Duane. Like there's something about her. She literally does come across as like this force. Like she's the type of person that will just take charge. And I am. Thank you, Anthony. I liked it. I liked it, Anthony. I really did. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Anthony. Have a good night, Alicia. Thank you for joining. Freddie says one word for harmony. Hmm. Nikisha, I remember when Josh used to always dress up like corn for Halloween. She was a weird kid. No, I'm glad you liked it, though. Oh no, I knew that. Trust me, Freddie. We saw the emoji. Oh yeah, no, she's definitely there. That's all. Darby. That's why when she was telling Willow to come into the light, I'm like, no, she's not an angel. So technically, Harmony was meant to telling Willow to go to hell. If we're going to be honest. Well, Duan, I don't even want to sit there and use the word pretty because she is, but no, no, I don't have anything nice to sit there and say about Willow. Here's the thing, Duan, Willow used to actually be a good character. Yeah, Willow used to be A good character when she was with Chase. And then she got with Michael and she was just boring as F. Willow used to be a good character. That's the only thing I could sit there and say about her. Say something nice about Michael, Jess says. I will sit there and say this. He's kind of an interesting character in the fact that a lot of times you can sit there and see both traits from his parents. You can see the ruthless side when he gets really angry from Sonny. You can see the vindictive side from Carly. I just, I don't know. Yeah. Other than that, I don't really have anything nice to sit there and say about it. Freddie says Michael is now a Jack. Yeah, I think that's the only interesting thing I got to sit there and say about him. That you can see both traits from. John says Michael has ambition. Yeah, I honestly tell you, I really couldn't. That was the only one I can come up with. In case has anybody complained about Curtis having the nerve to ask Jordan? No, Nikisha, we all did, but then we also just like Jordan said yes. Like Jordan actually said yes to that. I want you to think about that, Nikisha. Yes, he did ask for something out of pocket, and she said yes. Lashanta says no. Dollar Bill better not have another child. He didn't know about it. Poppy's so bad she would have cashed in a loan a long time ago. Yeah, but Lashanta, she didn't. Lee said that Poppy didn't know who the baby father was. So Greg says, Aubrey, you better put respect on Willow's name. She's more pretty. Unlike, yeah, all right, bro. Yeah, I'm not even gonna. I can't even finish that sentence. I'm not even gonna sit there and try to finish that sentence. Nope, no, 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 no. Not gonna do that. Hmm. Johnson says, hopefully Johnny picks up on Holly's attraction to him and immediately shuts it down. You know, exactly, Just. That's why I was like, I'm not even gonna sit there and finish that sentence. Yeah, like I said, I'm not even. It's very quick. I'm gonna let you just go off into your own thing. But my whole thing is, Jonathan, the fact that she's 15 or 16 years old just makes this so stupid. It's like if she was 18 or 19, cool, but 15. Lakeisha's in the chat. How you doing tonight? Well, we got Lakeisha and Lakeisha. Yeah, we got both of the Keishas here tonight. Oh, it's so sad. You always got to sit there. I hope that's a one-off thing tonight. But here's the thing. To be fair, Spider Quake, I've I've seen some of the women that you consider to actually look good, and they don't really look all that out there. Becky D says, "Hello, Albert. Yeah, they always say use the 15, you will get 20." Yes. It is, my whole thing is just like, it's so. Freddie says, say something nice about now. See, I can't do that. I can't do that. But see, my whole thing is Becky D. I'm just looking at it and I'm like, Spike says, you got noodles again. Yeah. And I had noodles yesterday and the day before that, too. It was exactly, Jonathan. That's why I was like, I can't. Debbie says, where did Michael go to college for business before or after he went to prison? Exactly. But I get it. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Here's the thing. It's not even just cringe though, Becky D. It's more just like it's just like here's the thing. Just says please don't have noodles. No, I'm not gonna have noodles for Thanksgiving, Jess. But here's the thing though. It's not so much that it's oh, do I know she has pretty eyes. I was going to say Max, she has pretty eyes. Here's the thing though, Becky D. It's not even just that it's cringe, it's just like nothing can come from it. Nothing can come from it. Okay. There's no scenario where even a hand holding thing, even a hand holding thing was just weird between Holly and Holly and Johnny. Like what's good can come from that? Yes. Oh my God, Jonathan. Yes, he was on the episode of Arrow. And it was, and that's Jonathan. It was such a weird thing when I saw the credits. I was like, Chad Duell. What? Jonathan. I wish they would actually have to do a fight scene. That would have been really cool. Just LOL. I had to put it out. Had to put that out there. It is, Freddie. Yeah, exactly, Becky. It just doesn't it just doesn't work. Like it's just weird. Like I mean, Becky D, what are they gonna do? Actually have some sort of thing going on? Like I mean, there's nothing they can do with that. And anything that they try, Becky D, is going to be effing weird. No. But here's the thing, though, Kyrie. It does not mean that I'm not going to sit there and cook for Just. Just is still going to get a nice, good home cooked meal. Ain't that right, Just? Lashanta said. I mean, Lakeisha said, "What did Curtis do now?" He asked Jordan for a legal favor, and Jordan said yes. I'm not gonna lie. I'm still gonna be thinking about what Alicia said, though. Kyrie said, "That's great news, New York fighter." But Kyrie's listen, like I said, I'm making something for Jess, and she's gonna be super impressed. Oh, Dewan should be fine. She's gonna be thanking me. Lakeisha, I think I see Michelle Stafford on Double Jeopardy movie. Hmm. I won't be too surprised though. Okay, you said Jordan ain't even commissioner anymore. I got bad news that Spider-Man 4 will have a connection to the Sony Marvel film spinoff with Spider and that Spider-Man 4 will have connections. Well, I mean, I don't see how that's a bad thing now. I mean, that can actually be kind of cool if they do it right. But it is Sony, so it's now. Like he said, Curtis should definitely be worried about Cyrus. Why? I don't think I don't think that Cyrus is going to go after somebody who's in a wheelchair at this point. Right Quick says Iber's a better cook than Rachel Ray. I wouldn't go that far, but I think this time I'm going to not focus on impressing someone. Um, because the first time it was Jess's fault. So Derby says, "Who's more scary as a crime boss, Sonny or Cyrus?" Cyrus, definitely Cyrus Darby, because there's lines that even Sonny won't cross that Cyrus will. Curry says, "I know that Zach put in the string you're looking for from yesterday, Albert. It's the 1 hour and 20." Thank you. Well, that was my damn. Thank you. I'm gonna I'm gonna watch that. I'm gonna watch that tonight. But that's yeah. I was like, yo, she was definitely not in. Johnson says, "I personally would like to go see Marvel Studios get the full rights." Yes, I would too. Because here's the thing. Unfortunately, Jonathan, you know that Sony's gonna do something to mess it up, and I hate saying that because I didn't mind the Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2, and I didn't even mind the first Venom movie, even though it wasn't terrible. It was better than it should have been. I think the second one just got redundant at that point. Freddie says Harmony did a lot of effed up things like pet. Yeah, and that's the thing, Jonathan. Like, I mean, I don't know if you watched the first Venom. It's like, oh, he fought Riot. Okay, he fought Carnage. It's like it's like pretty much the same character. It's like the same villain. He said, I don't put anything past Cyrus. I mean, I don't either. I'm just sitting there looking at it like, hmm, I don't know. I don't see it. Darby says maybe this time when you're burnt food hour, you can think of Max instead of Jess. Like I said, Jess was a distraction. That was all her fault. We'll have to sit there and kind of set my mind up differently. Chris says, I learned from you though. LOL, you said you always too nice. I was the exact opposite. I still treated her well after that though. I like her. I just don't tolerate that. No, and you really shouldn't. You really shouldn't, Carries. Yeah, here's the thing. I just laughed because it was like when you were doing it, you were just like, listen, I'm not like Albert, okay? I don't have the patience like him. I will sit there and go off in your ass. I was like, oh, okay, all right. Like this got real fast. It really was Darby, though. It really was. We all know it. She knows it. I'm just waiting for her to sit there and say you're right and just move on. Juan says, "Can you say anything nice about Brenda Barrett?" Um, she was beautiful. Say that she was beautiful. It would be a Creed 4 movie sequel in the works, but Syl- Sylvester would not be, and which is not happy about. Oh wow. Well, I never actually watched any of the other ones though, so I watched a little bit of the first one, but I like Michael B. Jordan. Hmm, I wasn't a huge Rocky fan anyway. Trust me, Darby. She could just sit there and say that it is, and what the no, that's not what you're supposed to be saying, Jess. You're supposed to sit there and say, yes, it's my fault. And, just, it was your fault. Just say that and just, like, why are we going backwards for, Jess? I don't understand that. I'm not doing that. I don't understand how you don't think it's your fault, Jess. I don't get that, but okay. LaShanta said, I thought about Sasha overdosing if Brando didn't take her to the hospital. Yeah, that's right, Duane. Those damn Logans. Always up to something, right? Freddie says Monica and the kid's probably going to remain in the attic. Well, listen. As fun as it's been, I think I'm going to sit there and call the live stream a wrap here. But I do got to wake up at some point in time to go to work. Now, tomorrow I will try to do a review on General Hospital. It may come a little bit later, but I'll be able to do it. And since I won't be live streaming tomorrow, I'll be back Friday. And if you're a member, join our members. Everything works. I'm like, we'll see what happens on Saturday. I'll put it this way: we'll see what happens on Saturday. Definitely be a member because you don't want to miss whatever may or may not happen. I'll say that much. Johnson says, join us next time for another edition of So Chop It Up with Bostic. Yes, you have a great night. So yes, with that being said, hope everyone has a great Thanksgiving. Have a great and safe Thanksgiving. Yes, have a good night, Jonathan. Have a good night, Becky D. Have a good night, Spiderquake. Have a good night, Lashanta. Have a good night, Freddie. Have a good night, Darby. Have a good night, Cherry Ice Cream. Have a good night, Jesse Jess. Have a good night, Mel, my Horror Queen. Have a good night, Blackmon. Have a good night, Lashanta. Have a good night, Duan. Have a good night. Yes, have a good night, Lakeisha. Have a good night, Nakisha. And yes, Jess, I'll be streaming on Friday. Friday, Friday, the stream will be back on. So I'm actually looking forward to it, Stan. It's so weird when I don't actually live stream. Like even like granted, yesterday I kind of was, but it was like I really wasn't. It's like whenever I miss a day, if I'm sick or whatever, it's like I can't wait to actually come back and do it. So yes, Friday's live stream will definitely be back. Yes, happy Thanksgiving, Jonathan. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate you. Darby says hashtag food wars with Albert Bostic. Listen, Darby, the minute that Justice System says that it is her fault, I'll let it go. Jess wants to be stubborn, so this is where we are. Stop being stubborn, Jess. Yes, have a good night, Darby. Have a good night, Freddie. I don't think Nathaniel's still in the chat, but Have a good night if you're still in the chat. Have a good night, Lakeisha. Have a good night, Nikisha. Also, Kyrie's is actually doing his live stream right now. He's actually doing his live stream right now. So definitely head over to Kyrie's Clark's channel. Kyrie's Clark, no holds bar. You know, I will be stopping up there for a few minutes just to say what's up, support my boy. And yes, have a good night, everyone. Stay safe. I will see you in the next live stream. Laters.